Welcome back, guys, to Kerbal Space Explosion. Last time, if you remember, on our little jaunt to the moon, we got enough science to unlock the rover wheels in the tech tree. And so, for today, I would like to start planning a mission to Moho, the first planet in our system. It's the analog of Mercury. It's quite small. It's farther away than Duna, where we've previously been. Let's look at the information. It has no atmosphere. It has very low gravity, but it's far away. And so what I'd like to do is I'd like to land a rover on the thing and drive around, have some fun. But first, before we can do that, since we've just unlocked the rover wheels, we need to experiment with rovers. We need to come up with a design that we can undock from a rocket and then redock or potentially leave on Moho. That's probably more likely, but at the very minimum, we need to be able to undock the thing. So let's experiment with some rover designs. But first, okay, while I was talking, how about brakes? Stop moving. Brakes. But first, I want to play around with a little bit of jet plane design. This is the Quinjet Mach 1. It's called the Quinjet because it's got 5 engines. People were saying in the comments that rockets or jet engines, they go faster if you have more air intakes. Let's see. Right now I'm at 0.8 intake, and this is going to be test number 1. If we can even take off, we're not even on the runway. I want to see how fast we go. And then we'll add more intakes to see if that affects our velocity and how the thing handles. Let's see if we can take off in the grass. We should be able to. If we're going to be able to take off and... Whoa! Okay, that's good. Let's revert the launch. And we'll try that again. Whoops. May have to do some edits to this. And you can tell the thing is sort of leaning down, which isn't perfect. I should maybe add another strut here or something so that it's sort of tipping back a little more. There we go. Oh man. Oh, you know what I should probably learn? You see how it's sort of wiggling and waggling like that? Like every time I go up and down? I didn't put any struts between these to reinforce the thing. I think that's making it do that. And maybe that was affecting the takeoff. I don't know. Okay, but anyway, we're at 1,000 meters and we're going 240. Seems pretty stable to me. Yeah. Okay, let's do a bank. Oh, okay, that was too much. Too much. Oh, and I lost my engine in that decoupling. And anyway, I don't even have an intake on this basic form. But anyway. Okay, fine. That was a good test. We were going 240. Let's put some more intakes on this sucker and see what happens. All right, we're now in the possession of 6 of these beastly intakes, as well as the 4 we already had. We're up to 3.6 out of 6.8. I'm not sure exactly what that means. I don't know what the 6.8 is. But we have more intake. Whatever that means, let's see. Let's find out. Let's see if I can take off without crashing. This was very finicky the last time. I'm gonna do that kind of thing. Whoa, okay, yes, go up please. There we go. Okay, once we're off the ground, seems to be pretty stable. I wonder what happens if I turn SAS off. Still stable, more or less. I wonder if the flex in the blow-off valve, not the blow-off valve, but the decoupler, I wonder if that is like helping it stabilize because it can flex to the most stable location or whatever. It gets less stable when I turn that off. Anyway, we're going the same speed. Maybe. Oh, you know what? I think what people said is you can go higher before your engine's cut out. That's what it was. Yeah. Okay, so let's try to climb some and see what happens. Woo! Okay, don't do too much of that. we have a science experiment to try out. Oh gosh. And then we'll also try to decouple successfully, and then we'll try to land it. See if we can do that. And if not, Whatever. We'll go to the Rovers. I guess that means, yeah, see how the intake, as I get higher, it's getting lower and lower. But we were flying pretty successfully down at sea level at 0.8. So I can go at least that high. That's what that's telling me. And if not, then I will feel lied to and cheated. Let's level off as our intake starts to level off. The sound of the engine is pitching downwards as well. That's interesting. I guess as the oxygen decreases. But anyway, we're up at 14 kilometers, and we still seem to be flying fine. If you remember the expedition I sent to the North Pole, that jet, it could not go this high. The engines would cut out much lower, probably like 8,000 or 9,000, something like that. And we're way up here. So yeah, more intakes are better. More intakes, more better. So maybe in the future, if I want to have like a super plane, I will just put a stupid amount of intakes on it. Okay, so let's go even higher. And if something happens way up here, we can probably fix it. We have enough vertical space to recover from things that will go poorly. Let's see. Let's just keep an eye on the air intake. Oh! What are these? You see this? This is like snow or something. That was weird. Okay, we're getting up to 0.4. As long as we're getting oxygen, we're still accelerating because we're leaving the atmosphere. But we still have enough oxygen to keep these engines running. Oh, it looks like now we're having problems. Yeah. Okay, let's cut the engines. Someone said if I get into one of these spins, cut the engines, try to stabilize somehow. I don't know how to do that. Try to stabilize and point straight down, basically. And then you can turn the engines back on. Let's see if we can actually pull out of this. This will be useful for later. Yeah, well, our rotation is slowed, so that's important. I'm still quite high, so that's probably part of the problem. Okay, stop that rotation-y stuff. I'm using my little winglets and flaps, and it's not stopping. There must not be enough oxygen in the air. Okay, point down. Point down, buddy. Oh, now there's no sound at all. I have the engines cut. There shouldn't be any sound. Point down. He's not responding to my button presses here. And now, yes, this is the wrong way to be spinning. Point down. He's not going to point down, I don't think. Stop that spinny stuff, too. There. Oh, yes. Yeah. Yes. No. Stop. Point down. Point down. Stop. Point down. No. Point down. Point down. Oh, it seems like I can kind of control it, and then I lose control again. There. Yeah. No. Oh, gosh. Okay. Throttle. Down. Go down. Point down. Point down. Okay. We're cutting loose. Oh. Okay. Pull up. Pull up. Yeah, we did it. We salvaged it. Look at that. Woo! Okay, don't go too crazy. Don't go too ham. Let's try and land over on that island. We need to get nice and low. And, wow, okay. So, I actually pulled out of one of those dangerous spins. That's very nice. Let's keep rotating. Just want to we want to bank over towards the island. I don't even know how, oh gosh, that's bad. Oh, I don't have a vertical fin here. Whoops. That's fine. Yeah, this version isn't nearly as stable, as you can see by the surfaces flipping out. Although, if I turn SAS off just at this moment, we seem to be doing all right. Okay, let's bank over. Come on, bank over. Okay, good. And let's start descending. Let's just get nice and low. It seems fairly flat once you get past the initial bank there, once we get over to that part. And I put the landing gear on the wings so that it would be, the landing gear should be nice and spread out, should be nice and stable. That's the idea anyway. Oh, come on. Yeah, I wonder if I should have put the wing on the back that has the little flap, because I think it's having trouble stabilizing in that direction. If I want to turn like purely left or right. If I want to yaw, as it were. Okay. I'm not sure how high that's going to be. It looks like we're almost as low as we need to go. And I can't really tell how wide the thing is. Actually, let's bank over towards this, maybe a little wider. I haven't done a lot of landings. After I've done a bunch of these, this may get a lot simpler. I may be more confident at it, but right now it scares the hell out of me. Okay, let's go ahead and put the landing gear down before I forget later. Let's start throttling down. We want to slow down. We're going 250 meters per second. I want to land basically just on aerodynamics with basically no engines whatsoever. Yeah, this looks flat enough. I think we can do it. Then maybe we'll do like a little EVA report and we'll get the hell out of here. And we'll make some, we'll make a lander. And I want to make sure that my nose is above the horizon so that I'm not falling too fast. Let's go ahead and cut the engine some more. Let's just go and cut them all together. There we go. All right. We're falling, but not too fast. We're still going. We're slowing down. That's good. I want to make sure that my the rear wheels hit first. There we go. Go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, the hills, man. The hills are trolling me here. There we go. Oh, no. Oh, crap. Wait. Perfect. A perfect 10. All right, Jebediah. No need to get out, but do a crew report, why don't you? 1.5. All right, we'll keep that, and we'll get the heck out of here, and let's make a rover. So we're gonna need a rover. We're gonna need to be able to undock it from a rocket. That rhymed, and that was totally unintentional to rhyme. So let's make that. Let's put a rocket on the rocket. Okay, that's a rocket. So we unlocked this guy, the external command seat. I just put him over there, floating in midair. I already tried, and you can't start a rocket with this. You can't just make a rover by itself. You got to make it part of something else, and then you disconnect it. Let's see, what else did we get? We got this, the Probodobodyne body. I don't even whatever. It's it's for a rover. All right, so we'll just for right now we'll put it. We'll just put it right there. Fine. We unlock that, and then we also unlocked Rove Max Model M1. Impact tolerance 50, requires electric charge. There we go. There's a wheel. Now we got to figure out how to attach this thing to a rocket and also to unattach it once we've landed. So tell you what, let's make a lander. And the typical lander we've been using has had this guy, and then this guy, and then we've been using 4 of these. No, not that one. This one. And we put them on like that. Then we put 4 of these smaller ones on. These guys? Was it those, or was it the next smaller one? It wasn't that one for sure. Maybe it was this. Okay, fine. So we put this one on there. And of course the game lags for a second and I mess it up. This is why I do most of my rocket building off camera. It's extremely painstaking, but we can just do the basics right now. Okay, then we want 4 more of these. Like that. Okay, lovely. So that's the basics of our lander. Then we need to somehow have this guy on here and be able to decouple him or detach him in some manner, either with a decoupler or alternatively with... Where the heck are you? I'm having issues today. With these Clampetron docking ports, I think for simplicity's sake, since I'm still not very good at docking anyway, we're going to start with a lander, and we're going to just radially decouple a lander. All right, let's do a little test, a proof of concept, if you will. Basically, I just want to go high enough so that we can land, deploy the parachutes, and come to a safe landing. So I'm going to go ahead and start turning over already. And then once we get through the first tank here, I'm going to turn over even more. And we're just going to aim to land somewhere over there before we hit the mountains, hopefully. So this first fuel tank, it disappears pretty quick because all the fuel is going into this guy, and all its fuel is going into that center tank. We're already done with it. Oh no, go back. I say stage. Stage, please. All right, let's get some estimates here. All right, that should be good. We're up above 5 kilometers. That means we can deploy our chutes. So let's just get some horizontal momentums going. We'll go straight across like that. There we go. Just far enough over that we can deploy the chutes. Maybe anywhere in that range is good. Yeah, there's a few problems with this test. One of the problems is we've got these very weak lander engines on here, and they're not going to be too good in Kerbin's gravity. So, we may have to fiddle with things just a little bit. Okay, we're going high enough. That's fine. Okay, those are done. Let's just... Whoa! Let's just go straight over some. Something like that. Yeah! Shoot straight for the mountains. We should be moving that way, but it's really not very much. So yeah, lifting off may be a problem. Let's go ahead and separate from that guy. And once we get a little lower, we'll deploy the chute, turn off SAS, and basically just come in under the power of the parachute, and we'll give it a little bit of an assist, because this thing is kind of heavy. I'm a little worried about landing. We're coming down quick at around, I don't know, like 1.5 kilometers. I've learned you can really wait until quite late to deploy these things, especially since I put 12 of them on here. We should decelerate down to the, like 9 kilometers a second? Or 9 meters a second, rather. It's a little bit different. 9 meters a second. We should decelerate down to that pretty quickly. Okay, now they've deployed. There we go. Good, and we're going to keep ourselves throttled up. Let's put the landing gear out. And when we get, I don't know, down around 75 or so, we're going to start shooting our rockets to slow down even more. I actually tested this once, and just coming down under the parachutes, it exploded when it hit the ground. It was a little too fast. Maybe it's too heavy for the landing legs, and then the engines hit the ground. I'm not exactly sure. Once we get to around 100 or 75 or so, we are going to start shooting our rockets off. Oh, we should... I think we're supposed to have SAS off, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Oh, and we're quite close. Okay. We're a lot higher than sea level. I didn't really realize. There. Kaplow! All right, we managed to land. That's lovely. We could EVA to repack those, but the gravity is a little too high, and I don't have enough ladders on this thing to actually get back into it. On Moho, it won't matter. So let's drop the... Oh, wait, let's first toggle this brakes on. I realized you can toggle them on. Let's drop him. I wonder if he will now have toggled brakes or not. So he's been detached. We can now add that guy. And it looks like, are 2 of our tanks empty? How on earth did that happen already? We've barely done anything. Well, okay, let's tip over. That's good. I'm not sure exactly what happened there, why 2 of our tanks are empty. That shouldn't be. But anyway, let's just go ahead and EVA. This is one way to do it. Kerbal! All right, and it looks like our lander did indeed keep the brakes on. That's good. And I realized I did put a ladder on this thing, but you don't actually need it. Check this out. You can just right-click and board. And let's turn the brakes off. And let's see if we can get past this engine. We can. All right, success. Our little lander works. We can detach it, and in the light, careful. In the light atmosphere of Moho, or the light gravity, I should say, it doesn't have any atmosphere. Doing this landing maneuver will be quite a bit easier. We won't have the parachutes, obviously, because there's no atmosphere. And I will put some solar panels on there. And oh, by the way, I do know how to extend them. I just kind of forgot that last episode. So we'll be able to continually generate power for this thing. But I think it works. It works pretty good. And the light gravity will make that a lot easier. We'll be able to drop it off, or we'll be able to land first, drop it off, take off, move a little bit over, not very far, land again, get off, right around in this thing. Let's do a surface sample. How about that? There you go. We could drive this thing around and take surface samples. Look at that. EVA report. There you go. Why not get some of that? Can we do anything else? No. And I guess we'll just leave our lander crashed over there. Let's come up the mountain and see what we see. I know there's a number of biomes on Kerbal, and I don't know if I've gotten all of them, but they're not worth that much science anyway. Is this a different one? No, it's not. Okay. Anyway, I guess that's it for this episode. Next time, I would like to launch from Moho. We may have to do some rocket testing to get an idea of what's going to work to burn all the way over there, and then we'll have to return. And you notice I put the bigger fuel tanks on the lander so we have more fuel to return with. Whoa! Two-wheeling. Woo! Oh, you crashed it. Oh, Jebediah. Oh, but you're okay. All right. We'll see you next time. See you later. Take it easy. Have a good day. Bye-bye.